I start working with John 3 weeks ago, and yesterday, January 6th, I got the second lay since I started working with him, thanks to his training. And the more I'm working with him, to be honest, the more I believe he's the best coach in the world, like the best you can get. And lately, particularly, he made me do some adjustment to my fashion and to my body language. He also made me go to a chiropractor. And the difference I've been set is been like night and day, literally. Like since I wearing the specific pants and shirt is suggested and made me stand in a particular way with my body language, like the compliance I get in sets when I approach is amazing, is insane. Sometimes it's too easy. And also on dates, like this lay I got yesterday come from a date with the girl I met a few days before. And it's become really easy to run dates, and not because of some tricks, some tactics, but because the foundational things, the foundational principles that John has been explaining to me this month, we've been hammering down, and it made me realize that I don't need any tactics, any line, any specific tricks to pull the girl home. It's about knowing the foundation. It's about having the right habits. And every time I follow what he does, even if I'm stubborn sometimes and I want to make the things my way, I realize that following his ways is the best, because it's what make me get late. So all his teaching is like this, not just for dates. Everything he teaches is about solid foundations, not tricks, not tactics. And yeah, again, the more I work with him, the more I am convinced that he's the best, and that all these 4 years in this community I wasted time listening to other coaches, to other pickup artists. And since I work with him, I see the quality of girls I'm able to date, to get laid with, has been much higher. It's been the highest than ever for me. And so I'm super satisfied of the work I'm doing with him. And if you want to get laid, work with John. Don't waste time with other YouTubers.
So it's December 31st, 2023. I am Italian. I'm traveling. I just had sex with a blonde Polish girl. And in the last 4 hours, I pulled twice, actually. I pulled first with the girl. I had a blowjob. And then I pulled again and had sex with this girl at her villa. And this is all thanks to John. Since I switched to indirect game and I start flirting the way he teaches, and I start adjusting my tonality like he's been showing me, and my body language, my results are going crazy. Like in the last days, I had every day I'm getting instant dates with 8s and 9s. And today I did the first lay since I've been starting working with John. I had pulls already, but I did not fuck close. But since he teach me to deal with the objections, it's easier. And as a result, today I pulled and I fucked. And one blowjob and the other one sex. And yeah, I think I'm so fucking happy I'm starting working with John. He's tough. He's not easy to work with, and you have to adapt. And he will make you change your mindset. Will make you a big mindset of a soldier, of a fucking Navy SEAL, like straight to the mission. And I think that's what I needed. And I think it's helping me also in other areas of my life, like business. And I also do Muay Thai, and that helps me. So yeah, I think he's the best coach ever. My friend suggested me and he told me John is the best dating coach in the world. I was a skeptic in the beginning, but now that I'm working with him, I agree. I think he's the best in the world, and he's really dedicated. Like he really cares that you get laid. So he basically texts you every fucking day and check on you if you are working, if you're doing the work. And I think you cannot get any better outside there. Like, I think you know John and you decide to send money to another coach, you're basically deciding to get scammed. So you're basically deciding to flush money down the toilet. And I think there is nothing as good as John, not just for his style, is what he teaches, but also for the dedication that puts on you. Like when you work with him, you will see that he really cares about you. Like treats you like you are his brother or you are his son. Like checks on you every fucking day, make sure you're following the structure, you're doing the work. And I think he's the best.
Opinions and fair comment based on records in my possession, not medical or legal advice, not a diagnosis. Redacted for privacy, I correct material errors. If you Googled my name, you might see a Reddit review before you Googled my site, John Elite. This isn't a review, they never looked at the course. They started with Elite Access, not the whole Elite Bundle Resurrections. It's meant to turn you off before you meet me and try to turn off 777,000 people on Reddit in their seduction forum. A smear campaign is a planned effort to discredit a person or a group and tarnish their reputation, Psychology Today. Smear campaigns involve manipulation, often the behavior of malignant narcissists, and those with NPD or antisocial personality disorders. Patterns, not diagnosis. Psychology Today. Those recruited by the abusers become an entourage known as the Flying Monkeys. Psychology Today. I'm describing behavioral patterns, not making medical and psychological diagnosis. Number 1, omission plus rage quit plus hypocrisy. He wrote to me, your system can obviously work very well, as you can see in the screenshot. Then 14 days, he rage quit in the same day another Chinese student who got 15 lays, 5 models, 5 white girls, 2 actresses in the marriage. He procreated, he had a daughter. He described himself as having thin skin as he's crashing out. So for online, he flips it. He did not get laid. He didn't poll, that's what he said. But in my view, you cannot rage quit in 2 weeks and claim the system failed. That's hypocrisy. He never seen the digital courses on Elite Bundle Resurrections either. I said in this screenshot. He wanted to start Elite 30, but I didn't let him, as you can see right here highlighted. He only went through Elite Access. I cite it in the screenshots, and I didn't let him start yet. How can he make a fair, objective review on Reddit that is actually a hit piece, in my opinion? Number 2, initial contact. Proof of emotional blindness. First message, I feel like I'm a hard case. Depressed, ghosted, ignored. In his own words. Later in his Reddit rant, he says that he wasn't depressed, that he was gaslit, and I labeled him. That does not sound confident. When someone says hard case, but refuses the drills and to flip their own words, that's typically not coachable in my experience. It fits under unteachable case, not hard case in my opinion. Dismissive narcissistic style, low self-awareness. Number 3, voice playback, emotional disconnect. On the playback, I told him his tone was flat. He replied, I try to mimic Joe Rogan. I guess not. You can see in the screenshots. He literally admitted that he could not hear it himself. In my view, that's emotional blindness, style behavior, not connected to his own tone, no ability to register mistakes. He later spun it as gaslighting, but the evidence show that he said it first. Number 4, progress and quit. Not enough to change habits. He logged in 12 drills only, really bad drills, 17 approaches, which are just less than 10 seconds each approach, across 14 days, 17 approaches with audio over 14 days, where he rage quit because of that Chinese student procreating. I have the chart. As you can see, I logged in all the times that he approached. We could show every screenshot, but there's big gaps, skip check-ins. As he says, he even complained, why do I have to check in every single day, as you can see in the screenshot? In my view, habits don't transform without sporadic effort. Quitting before the foundation even doesn't prove failure. It proves avoidance. Number 5, NDA, $400 goodwill payment, the breach of contract without remorse. He signed a non-disparagement NDA. It took $400 goodwill payment, as you can see in the screenshot, that he ignored it and he made a smear campaign anyways. This posted statement, I believe, are inconsistent with that agreement. it really says that he cannot write a hit piece. Number 6, scope of access, not a full program review. He never started Elite Bundle Resurrections. He got Elite Bundle 2 at a time, and he did not access the digital courses there. His experience was limited to Elite Access. In my opinion, presenting that as a review of my full system is misleading. As you can see in the screenshot, he cannot even start Elite 30. Number 7, supplements, the real deal. His claim was that irresponsible prescriptions. Well, that's false. I don't prescribe anything. These are over-the-counter Amazon available optional over-the-counter items that aren't prescriptions. Only doctors can prescribe. This student never used them. He placed 2 duplicate orders by accident. Both stayed unopened. On the phone, he said that I'd rather get everything from food. I'm worried about side effects because he's a vegetarian. He later reframed this as death by supplements because a student died. In reality, the case he cited involves a lung clot, not a stroke. A stroke is in the brain. This is a different condition entirely when he's referencing alpha GPC. He's trying to make something fit that doesn't fit. His hypocrisy is that he's credited in the vegetarian-themed film that he filmed and produced and wrote called Meatless Barbecue in 2018 while attacking supplements he never tried because he's a vegetarian. Number 8, bans, the truth. He claims that weeks of bans, stuck in a limbo, no coaching. Well, that's false. He only ever had a 3-day accountability ban, as you can see in the screenshot. In reality, I rarely ban students at all. At most, 1 indefinite ban per year. Normal or short, 1 to 2 weeks max. A short reset spun into a smear about permanent bans on Reddit. Number 9, testimonials, street numbers. His claim was that a few students make up all the testimonials. Well, that's false. During active coaching, each layer pull counts as individual results. For example, they got 8 lays, it'll count as 8 to the number. If a student disappears for months and later reports more results, I log that as 1 additional instance for that student, not 1 per lay. One guy had 12 lays. He came back 4 months later. He took a break, but he has 3 additional lays and he made 3 more video testimonials. But I only count that as a number as 1. A student with 100 lays, he credited my coaching a year later when he came back. It's only recorded as 1, not 100. You did not see a sudden 100 plus lays for the number this year because it's at 667 laid and poll testimonials. It never went up to 767 laid and poll testimonials because I don't count them that way. What is a sociopathic smear campaign and how can you protect yourself? So this is from Psychology Today. Smear campaigns involve manipulation and are often behavior of narcissists. A smear campaign is planned effort to discredit a person or group or tarnish their reputation. Smear campaigns are a form of emotional abuse and they take a tremendous psychological toll on the victim. A smear campaign is a planned effort to discredit a person or group, to undermine their credibility and then tarnish their reputation. Those who launch smear campaigns go to great lengths to spread stories, lies, rumors, and gossip about their victims. Smear campaigns often associate with an online community. So a smear campaign is basically a vendetta or act of retaliation. They are tools of those who can be characterized as vengeful or vindictive, controlling or obsessive. Such individuals are often insecure and emotionally immature. Smear campaigns involve manipulation, and they're often a behavior of a malignant narcissist and those with narcissistic personality disorder and antisocial personality disorder, which is formerly known as sociopath and psychopath. They are abusers who paint the victim as the abuser because they see themselves as the victim. These people are incapable of taking responsibility or accountability for their actions. They mount smear campaigns to control the narrative and often rewrite history. Smear campaigns amount to character assassination. The individual grooms other people over time to function as allies or followers. They do this by spreading false or exaggerated information about the target. Those recruited by the abuser to actively participate in their manipulation becomes an entourage known as the flying monkeys. These smear tactics won't work on all who are approached. Often they only influence people who are easily manipulated. How sociopaths write smear campaigns. Narcissistic word salad 101. Since I've been through a narcissistic sociopathic smear campaign myself, I know the structure of it. It always runs through 4 stages. Number 1, false accusations. Number 2, guilt trips. Number 3, pain points. Number 4 is circular reasoning. This is called narcissistic sociopath smear campaign. So here's the first article from Psychology Today. Narcissistic word salad, NPD meaning, which stands for narcissistic personality disorder. It is being used as a slang term for a type of narcissistic sociopathic speech that is purposefully confusing listeners find narcissistic word salad extremely frustrating because the narcissist sociopath is using circular reasoning, outright lies, denial, or mischaracterizations of past events to avoid being wrong or having to take responsibility for something.